Hello everyone, Kevin Carpenter here, your favorite master of ceremonies, here with another casual, non-scripted video because today we're going over a City of Mist product that's near and dear to my heart. That's right, it's the Character Folio Pack. The Character Folio Pack comes equipped with a bunch of different pre-gen characters for you to play during your own games, and also they come in these awesome posters that you can put on your wall and decorate your space with. You've probably seen me decorate my wall behind here with these exact same posters in a previous video. But anyway, the reason I'm going over the Character Folio Pack today is because we've recently been nominated for an ENnie Tabletop RPG Award. That's right, the Character Folio Pack has been nominated for Best Non-Digital Accessory for an RPG. And today is the last day to vote for the Character Folio Pack. I'm going to be going through each character that's included in the Character Folio Pack today, but take a look at the link in the description and use today to vote for the Character Folio Pack and get us that ENnie! Anyway, let's start with the characters, huh? So what I love about the Character Folio Pack is that it includes the original starter set crew for City of Mist. Now, for those who aren't as in touch with the game's history, originally City of Mist started out with the original starter set, which included characters like Salamander and Mitosis as sort of like an original crew. Once we release the starter set, that's where the starter set crew, which we've gone over earlier, came in. People like Talaluk, Detective Enkidu, Lily Chow, all those people are included in the starter set. All of these people are included in the Character Folio Pack, starting with Salamander, another character who's very near and dear to my heart, and in fact, you could probably find some beta designs of Salamander floating around back when City of Mist was spelled with a Y in Mist. What I love about Salamander is that he's basically he's a street vigilante. You know, he is a regular working class Joe who got some superpowers and then decided to become a superhero, which is pretty pure, all things considered, in City of Mist. By the way, another thing with the Character Folio Pack is not only do you get these like really awesome like character posters with like little quotes explaining their character, but also on the other side is a pre-gen character sheet that you can use to play the game. And it also includes upgrades and theme improvements in case you want to like take these pre-gens through multiple cases. That's totally fine, and it's something you can do with the Character Folio Pack. So, continuing with the original City of Mist starter crew, we've got Mitosis. Mitosis is a very like dark comic story. He used to be a boxer, and then this accident knocked him on his ass and turned him into this creature that's always evolving, always shape-shifting. He has the ability to summon like multiple arms to punch someone really, really good. And out of all like the pre-gen characters, if you really want to dig into City of Mist combat, Mitosis is the character for you. Who do we got up next? Oh, Excalibur! I've seen some awesome cosplays of Excalibur on social media, but Excalibur is also one of my favorite characters. Her entire shtick is that she is an old, rich woman who, well, not too old. Excalibur would probably kill me if she heard me say that. But still up there in high society, trying to use, her money to, better the city. But she also stumbled upon a little bracelet that can turn into any weapon in existence. That's just cool. Up next is Flicker, the time-traveling speedster hipster that can hack in any computer and can charge into any timeline. She's one of those characters that's still trying to figure out her powers, but at the same time is definitely excited to be delving into it. Let's see here. Oh, Kitsune, the ninja of the original starter crew. Kitsune is actually canonically non-binary, neither male nor female. Now, when you play these pre-gen characters, you can change up any detail you want, you can change up their gender, sexuality, maybe even some of their powers if the MC is okay with it. In fact, Kitsune is a character with 3 mythos themes and only 1 logos theme, and that's being their high school crush, Kato, who kind of keeps them rooted and not just becoming a full-time Kitsune ninja all the time. Next up, I could never get the pronunciation on this guy's name right. Declan Lestrange is what I'm gonna go with. Declan is kind of like a Return of the Mummy style like adventurer, going out with twin pistols, going on archaeology digs, and all the same time having this like weird kind of tenuous relationship with dreams. Opens a door and ends up in an entirely different place, or like goes, for a nap and suddenly teleports across the world. Declan, true to his name, gets into some strange situations, and you can actually see him in a few of the comics in the original Player's Guide. And the last member of the original starter crew, Postmortem. One day, Postmortem woke up in the middle of an abandoned lab. Her body changed and turned into some undead revenant-like creature. Now she prowls the city as an assassin, looking for the people that turned her into this undead creation. Incredibly badass, need I say more? So, that's the original starter crew, and like I said, they're from the beginning of City of Mist history. But the rest of the characters that come with the Character Folio Pack are who I like to call the rogues. Starting with Bassie, the Rift of Bastet. Bassie is a jazz singer who frequents the clubs of the City of Mist, all the while singing and entrancing people with her siren-like voice, and having her pet panther always in the background. I believe it's a panther. Let's see here. Her giant house cat is how the game strictly defines her pet. Giant house cat. Okay. Next up, Lil Red Riding Hood comes riding into town in the form of Scarlet, the red-cloaked vigilante. After her girlfriend was kidnapped one night, she found a red hood in her closet that chose her to take on the mantle and fight crime, as well as, find her girlfriend and protect the innocent and all that jazz. But also, it's Lil Red Riding Hood with a gun. That's awesome. Ooh, next up is Lance Sullivan, Rift of Don Quixote, an investigative journalist, always trying to take down the giants that are threatening to take down the city. Lance Sullivan was actually an interesting character because he was an example character in the player's toolkit. During character creation, the creation of Lance Sullivan is in the margins, doing a step-by-step of how to create a character. And then afterward, people liked the character so much that we created a pre-gen of him. And sure enough, even though he's only got one Mythos ability, he's got enough Logos themes here to keep him going all around the city and investigate every single dirty secret on the streets. But he also has Astral Shield and an Astral Spear, and he can still kick some ass. Next up is Ghostface, the Rift of Chernobog. Ghostface is a vigilante who believes that the scum of the city needs to be cleaned off the streets, and he does so in an incredibly violent and showy manner. Now, he's probably the closest to a pure Punisher type character in City of Mist, taking a gun and enacting his own justice. Hang on, this is actually starting to sound familiar. Vigilante, rid the streets of scum, rid the streets of scum. These two would be surprising friends. Alright, how many we got left? Wow, we got 3 more characters left. There are so many characters in this Character Folio Pack, guys. Alright, next up, we have Myreed Conroy, Rift of the Boogeyman. Now, Myreed's actually a child psychologist of all things, and she really cares about children's health and making sure the community is safe. But also, when push comes to shove, Miss Conroy here found the gunny sack of the Boogeyman himself and decided to take justice into her own hands. I'm starting to see a running theme in all these characters. If you wanted to play someone who's incredibly sensitive and can connect with people empathetically, but can also be incredibly scary, Miss Conroy here is your character. 2 more characters. This is actually a favorite of a friend of mine, Baby New. Baby New is a heist getaway driver who only cares about speed because time for him is always running out. Baby New is the Rift of Baby New Year, and so at the start of the year, they start out as a baby, and then at the end of the year, they turn into an old man. And so every year, every month, they age through an entire life cycle, going from baby to child to adult to old man, all in the span of 1 year, and then the cycle starts up again. Honestly, I love Baby New for the art. I think his concept is really out there, and also, who doesn't want to play a heist driver? Those people are cool. Okay, and finally, a character who's a bit different from the rest of the like fit vigilantes punching criminals in the face and discovering crimes and all that is the character Bodhi. Bodhi is a gamer who spent most of his time in his parents' basement replaying the same video games until he reached a form of nirvana, pretty much. All of reality turned into a video game for Bodhi, and that meant that Bodhi can change the world around him like a video game, as if hacking into it. Now, Bodhi is now trying to complete the game of life by doing all the side quests, like getting a job and getting a girlfriend and all that, but to Bodhi, all of life is a game. And truth be told, City of Mist is a fantastic game. And if you don't want to create your own character, or if you want inspiration for your character, or if you just want to play a really cool character, the Character Folio Pack is stacked with characters. Look how thick this is. There are so many posters here with this Character Folio Pack that, like I said, you can use for your game, that you can use to decorate your apartment, that you can use to bring newcomers in, because all of these are newcomer friendly. They have rules on the sheet itself. I can't recommend the Character Folio Pack enough for both old and new players of City of Mist. And I also can't recommend enough that you guys vote for the Character Folio Pack for the 2021 ENnies Tabletop RPG Awards. Once again, click that link in the description. Make sure to put the Character Folio Pack as 1 on the voting system. It's kind of a ranked voting, so make sure you put the Character Folio Pack as your favorite, and help us win a 2021 ENnie. So once again, this was Kevin Carpenter, your favorite master of ceremonies. Be sure to tell us what you think about these videos on social media, in the comments, or on the City of Mist Discord. Until then, have fun!